Hello and welcome to Bytes of Health, where we hope to take a bite out of your parent worries each day with sound advice and guidance. Every morning, we'll answer a commonly asked question that pediatricians regularly receive in 5 minutes or less. I'm Dr. Jess Steier, a public health scientist, and today we are joined by both of our pediatrician besties, Dr. Dina DiMaggio and Dr. Anthony Porto. Hello, Dina and Anthony.
Hey, Jess.
Hi.
So today we are going to talk about when to start solid foods. The clock is ticking, so let's get to it. Anthony, kick things off. When should we start solid foods?
So this could be a tricky one because you may see different answers when you Google this online. And so typically we and a lot of national organizations recommend 4 to 6 months because this is the time that children are developmentally ready to accept solid food, and it also can be helpful to prevent food allergies. At 6 months, though, it's not just giving food to your child. It's really doing it to help ensure oral motor development. And also, if children are breastfeeding, at 6 months, they need foods that are enriched with iron and zinc.
All right. So, Dina, what are some signs that your baby is ready to start solids?
Great question. So typical signs include when they have good head control, they have the ability to sit with some support, they start noticing shortened intervals between feedings. They can also open up their mouth when presented with food, and they have a diminished excrusion reflex, which is where their tongue raises and pushes against any object that is placed between the lips, resulting in food being pushed out. So that reflex has to be dying down. They're giving cues that they are finished feeding, such as turning their head away from the breast or bottle when they are done. And the number one thing I tell my patients is that you're ready to start solids when your baby is actually showing interest in what you're eating. So when your baby is staring you down while you're eating and trying to grab food off your plate, it's a good time to start solids.
So, Anthony, what foods should we introduce first?
Any food is okay if they're developmentally ready. Typically in the United States, most people will start with grains, specifically rice. A few years ago, there was some research looking at the average American at this age, and infants at this age have a higher rice intake per body weight than anywhere in the world. So we've been trying to move away from that, really trying to either introduce vegetables, fruits, meats, or grains, or even beans if you're a vegetarian. And this is something that we recommend. So a variety of food is important. The second thing is because kids, when they're eating solids, they may have a change in their bowel movements and they may get more firm. We recommend adding fruits that have natural laxative effects like prunes, pears, papaya, peaches, which can be added to the diet once a day to make sure that they are helping regulate their bowel movements.
All right. So, Dina, are there certain foods that we should not give as first foods?
Yes, definitely. So we don't recommend giving whole milk until after a year old. Also, you don't want to give your baby honey or honey-containing products, such as honey-sweetened cereal, before a year because of the risk of botulism. We also don't recommend giving any unpasteurized dairy or undercooked foods, such as meat, fish, or eggs, to young infants.
All right. Well, I learned something. We hope you learned something, and we have lots more to share. You can get your Bite of Health every day, Monday through Friday. If you like what you've heard here, let us know. Leave us a review on Apple and be sure to tell your friends. Remember, there is no single or best way to parent. Parenting is a journey, and we are all just doing our very best. We wish you happy, healthy, and stress-free parenting.